As I've spoken about before, I have worked in a weight loss industry. I used to be a dietitian working in weight loss, working with weight loss surgery. I even prescribed weight loss medications. But I don't work in that industry anymore. I'm now a weight inclusive dietitian. And some of the things that got me questioning when I was in the weight loss clinics was the mood dictator, aka the scales, which no matter if the scales went up, down, or stayed the same, it seemed to dictate not only that session for the person and how good they felt in themselves or how it impacted their mood in a negative way, but also for the rest of the day, sometimes the rest of the week, right? So there was that mood dictator, the scale. Also, I didn't seem to be getting the results that I wanted. And I had studied to do this, right? I went and I got my bachelor's honours degree in nutrition and dietetics, and I went to a weight loss hub to practice in this area and really learn the skills to help people lose weight and keep it off for good. But what I found was that when I was in the clinics, not everyone was losing the weight. In fact, quite a small percentage of people were losing weight, and even smaller could keep it off for longer. So I started to get this feeling and started to do some questioning, some digging. And I didn't know it then, but I started to feel uncomfortable about being in the revolving door industry that is the weight loss industry. Hello, my name is Aoife. I'm a specialist weight inclusive dietitian. Please pause the screen for the disclaimers for today's video. I started to get the feeling I was part of an industry that was doing more harm than good. I also couldn't see the results that I had expected to see once I got into that weight loss industry. And of course, whenever there's something going on, sometimes you question yourself. I started thinking, is it me? Is it the training? Should I do more training? And that's when I turned to the science. And in today's video, I'm going to go through the science behind weight loss and the journey that I went on when I was unpacking why these things were coming up in my clinics and why I wasn't yielding the results that I was expecting. In this video, I'm not going to go into the complex nature between health, body size, and weight. More so, I'm going to focus on whether or not weight loss works as an effective treatment. One of the first researchers that I came across when I was looking into the science behind whether or not weight loss works is someone called Dr. Albert Stonkard. He is someone who produced the weight loss paper that's behind the 95% of diets fail statistic. When I was looking into his research, he really seemed to be coming across the same questions that I had. He was working in a weight loss clinic. He was trying to produce weight loss results in his clients that he wasn't exactly yielding the results that he had expected or would like to. And what he did was he started looking at the research. What Dr. Stonkard did first, which is quite natural as a clinician to do, is to look at the research that had gone before him. He found that the quality of the data behind weight loss research was quite poor. And because of this, he endeavoured to create his own research paper, his own research study on whether or not weight loss is an effective treatment. For this weight loss research, he worked with a dietitian, McLaren, and the two of them worked with 100 participants over the course of 2 years. What they did was they delivered weight loss treatments and weight loss supports in the form of dietary counselling and advice, and they also monitored the participants' weights. What he found was that out of the 100 people that had taken part, only 2 participants had lost weight and maintained it by year 2. This means that 98% of the participants were unable to lose weight and keep it off by 2 years. And there's a quote here from Dr. Stonkard, and he says, "Most obese persons will not stay in treatment for obesity. Of those who stay in treatment, most will not lose weight, and of those who do lose weight, most will regain it." Now, I wouldn't be a very good dietitian if I used one set of data from 1959 to inform my practice. However, there have been multiple studies since then which have produced similar results. There was a study by the National Institute of Health in the 1990s, and one that is more frequently cited that was released in 2007 by a man and his colleagues, which showed that the majority of people who lose weight will regain it within a 2 to 5 year period, and up to 2/3 of people who lose weight will gain more weight than what they had lost in the first place. In fact, this weight pattern of people losing weight and regaining it is so common and so established in the literature that it is known as the Nike tick of weight loss. What the research as a whole shows us is that people can lose weight in the short term, but it's the long term that weight regain occurs, and some people gain more weight than what they lost in the first place. There's a quote on the back of the Health at Every Size book that was released in 2010 that says, "No study has ever shown that weight loss prolongs life." When I first saw this quote, I was incredibly shocked because it goes against everything that I had learned and come to learn about weight. But what's even more surprising, which I've come to know to be true, is that no study has ever shown an effective method for weight loss long term. Just sit with that for a minute. No study ever, which is investigating counseling and dietary advice methods or particular diets like intermittent fasting, Atkins, or even simple changes like lifestyle changes. There have been no research papers to show that they work long term. None. Zero. Nada. None. So why are these methods pushed and peddled in the media on a day-to-day basis? Remember that Nike Tick shape, the Nike Tick of weight loss that I explained earlier when it comes to the weight loss research? Well, people and industries, the weight loss industry, capitalize on that Nike Tick. What they say is, we can give you weight loss and it's your fault if you can't keep it off long term. They tell you that it's something to do with a lack of willpower, motivation, or discipline if you can't just stick to your diet, despite the fact that they have equal access to this data, especially the big companies like your Weight Watchers. They have access to this data and they know the failure rates of diet. Yet what they do is they create this marketing ploy, they market insecurity, make you feel like your body is the problem that needs to be fixed and that you need to just stick to your weight loss diet. What absolute bullshit. And you may already know the answer as to why they do this and why they continue to manufacture insecurity and sell us this product. It's in that answer there. They create the problem and sell you the solution. The weight loss industry stands to make billions and trillions each year. And because you are made to feel like it's your problem if you can't stick to it, there's a lot of taboo, there's a lot of shame and guilt if people aren't able to stick to these diets. And so they're less likely to speak about how it doesn't work and more likely to turn that shame inwards and just grit their teeth harder and try to diet even more. And what we do know from the weight loss industry is that you're actually more likely to get an eating disorder, disordered eating, poor body image issues, self-esteem issues, poor mental health issues, and physical health issues from a weight loss diet than you actually are to lose weight and keep it off long term. If this is the first time that you're hearing this kind of information, it is likely sitting in contrast with a lot of what you've come to believe about weight loss and the pursuit of weight loss. It is likely to be very challenging to hear this information. Weight loss and the pursuit of weight loss is held in society as something that we should constantly be striving towards. It is seen as virtuous and it is a core value of Western society today. So when you come across information that may be conflicting with that, it can feel quite challenging. What I would encourage you to do, if you feel able, is take a breath and consider, how has the pursuit of weight loss treated you? Has it been your friend? Has it supported you through life? And we're not just thinking about the highs of when you're losing weight and you're in those early stages, but the real overall big picture. Does it actually support you long term in life? Has it ever actually resulted in long-term weight loss? Or has it been like a toxic relationship, giving you false promises and leaving you afterwards feeling tired, fatigued, and done with the bullshit? Comment below what you think about the weight loss industry and let me know if this is the first time you've come across this kind of research. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps me out. See you in the next one.